Alarms are a key part of operations workflow, and Experience-Driven NetOps brings two new alarm types to the Network Operations Center. First being our excessive network change alarm. This alarm is generated when a certain number of network change events has been received from Appnetta. In our example, we're targeting greater than 11 network change events in a 60-minute period. Given that polling is done each 5 minutes to determine the network path, this essentially means that if the path is continually changing, we're going to raise an alarm. These alarms can be related to other issues that are occurring and are an important triage item for the network operations team to leverage. In addition, I can leverage the network change deep link to jump right into the Appnetta interface. Selecting this link, drilling into Appnetta, I now have visibility over my hop-by-hop route for this particular path. If needed, I can go into route analysis for further detail to understand the changes over time and the performance at each hop. In addition, we support Appnetta service quality alarms. These alarms are generated when an issue occurs with the network path. This issue may be a threshold violation, such as we see here, data loss greater than 2%, or could be related to connectivity of a network path. These events will result in an alarm being raised in NetOps portal to allow the operator to take action. I can also select the item here or here to drill into the context page for more details and to begin my triage activities. More on that in one moment. In addition to the Appnetta alarms, NetOps generates additional alarms to provide visibility into deviation from normal. Here is an example of a custom threshold profile configured looking at round trip time and triggering an alarm when round trip time exceeds 50% more than the baseline average for 15 out of 15 minutes. I'm able to refine my threshold policies to fit my business use cases and to provide specific profiles depending on the path and depending on the performance requirements of that path. Now, as an operator, I can look at the event details associated with this alarm, and I can jump in context to the context page to dig deeper. Here, I've selected the path. My context page opens, giving me full visibility into my attributes, any events. I can expand my attributes to understand in more detail. I can look at tags, I can look at group membership, and I can drill into performance. If you remember, we were dealing with an issue related to round trip time performance, exceeding 50% of my baseline threshold. If I reset my time picker to the last 4 hours, I can zoom into that time range to understand exactly where it went wrong. Here I see a spike above my average baseline, and an event was raised. You can see my average baseline of 10 milliseconds and my reported baseline exceeded that 50% value. We can also see a shaded green region. This provides the visibility for the operator into the +1 or -1 standard deviations from within the range. Additionally, I can understand capacity and utilization metrics. I can drill into specific metrics around data to look at jitter and loss, again, being able to compare that to my normal performance over time and isolate any performance issues or any threshold violations that are visible. Additionally, I can leverage custom view types to tailor the context page experience. Here's a view with just a set of trend charts. I may want to look at heat charts to be able to pinpoint specific hour of day or day of week where I'm having performance or congestion issues. You can see here at packet loss identified a few areas where there's potential problems. Or I can compare all metric performance through my health time bar view. All of these views provide me with the ability to gain a better understanding of the performance of that network path, to identify the KPIs which are contributing to the degraded performance, and to be armed with the information necessary to solve the problems and return operational experience to its satisfactory levels.